Welcome to a recording of a 60-minute Hatha yoga class taught live on Zoom. This class is focusing on the balance of flexibility and stability. So there's going to be a few balancing poses, but not necessarily standing on one leg. And it's going to be focusing on all those little micro movements that you need to make to feel really sturdy and steady on the ground. We're progressing towards tiger pose with a flipped grip, catching hold of the foot. But we don't have to get there today. All we're trying to focus on is kind of that strength, supporting the ground, supporting our body, and the flexibility to reach towards catching that foot. You might need a strap for this class, otherwise just an open mind. As always, I really hope that you enjoy it. Listen to your body, go with where you need to go during this class, and let me know how you got on in the comments. Give me a little thumbs up if you felt like you enjoyed it. I'm making these every week. If you want to join the live classes, check out the description below. There's some links there, or just send me a message. Cheers guys, namaste. Have a strap handy. And we're actually going to start our breathing practice down in child's pose today. So when you're ready, we're going to make our way into a narrow child's pose. So your big toes are going to touch, but the knees are going to be kind of hip width apart. We're not taking that wide posture this time. Slightly narrower with the knees and the hips. We're going to walk our hands away from the body as usual. If the bum peels up off of the heels a little bit, that's fine. Allow the forearms to rest on the ground. Allow the head to rest on the ground. So it could be that your bum pops up quite a bit if we're just starting to move the body today. Once your head and your hands and your arms are settled on the mat, allow the eyes to close. And just take a moment to centre yourself here. When we're in these little postures where we're curled up like a ball, it's a really good opportunity to just draw inward. Let everything around you melt away and start to notice your natural breathing. So in this child's pose, the physical sensation of your breath might be slightly different to what you're used to. So as you slowly inhale, your belly and chest will expand against the tops of your thighs. And as you exhale, you might be more aware of the air flowing through the back of the throat and out of the nose. Take your awareness to the back of the body now. So as you inhale, really feel the lower chest, the mid chest, the upper chest filling up with air. And as you exhale, feel everything sinking down. The shoulders sinking down. Head melting into the mat. We're going to engage our Ujjayi breath here in child's pose. So begin to narrow the back of the throat. This might be more available to you in this child's pose because your head is on the mat and your chin slightly tucked in. Ujjayi breath is a victory breath, and it's got a noisy quality to it. So with your head down in this position close to your knees, it's almost like a little echo chamber for that Ujjayi breath to sing out. So the lips will be gently closed as best you can. The air will be flowing deeply and smoothly just through the nose. Ujjayi breath, sometimes known as ocean breath. You can trigger it into action by imagining that you are fogging up a mirror through your nose. We're going to maintain our Ujjayi breaths as best we can throughout this class today. So anytime that you feel you're wobbling or faltering, return to this victorious breathing practice. Blink the eyes open before you lift your head. Gaze at your hands. Inhale, lift the forearms off the ground, lift the bum up, tuck the toes under. Exhale, push those hands into the mat, hover the knees off of the ground, firing up those quads. Inhale, step the feet back about a foot into a plank position. Exhale, bend the knees, stick the bum high up into the sky. You can extend the hamstrings a little way. Bend right knee deeply, extend left leg as much as you can. Really drive through that left heel. Get a real good stretch in the calf, the hamstring. And then switch and do the other side. Other knee bends, other leg extends. We don't need that heel to come to the mat. We just need to push through it to get a real nice calf stretch. And start to take that pedaling motion, switching from side to side. Keep grounding fingertips into the mat, pushing those shoulders back and down, gazing towards our feet. And inhale, come to stillness. Exhale, send that bum up as high as you can. Chest comes down low, bicep by the ears. Inhale, look at those hands. Step or jump feet to meet them. Take a half lift here. Exhale, fold forward. Take a hold of opposite elbows. Sway from side to side. Inhale, hands to hips. And uncurl all the way up to standing. Head is last. Exhale, hands down by the side of the body. Take the feet slightly wider than hip width. Toes turn out 45 degrees. Inhale the hands up overhead. Interlace the fingers and point index fingers up to the sky. Exhale, send the hips over to the left as you lean over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. 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 We're going to hold here this time. Inhale, pull those biceps back. Exhale, draw the belly button in. Inhale, grow tall through the feet, up through the legs. Exhale, push, push, push those hips out to the side. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, other side. We'll hold here this time. Inhale, reach through those arms. Exhale, empty the belly, firm up for the core. Inhale, really push those feet into the ground. quads lift. Exhale, push those hips, push, push. Inhale, come all the way back up. If arms are tired, you can take them to the hips. Otherwise, look up at those fingers. And exhale, sink those hips forward slightly, soft bend in the knee, nice bouncy knees. Inhale, reach fingers up a little higher. Exhale, lean backwards and draw a tiny little line on the ceiling. Might just be like an inch with those fingers. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, release the hands, come all the way down. Clasp the back of your calves. Inhale to a nice flat back. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Keep a hold of the back of those calves. Bend the elbows out to the side. Draw the head down towards the ground as best you can. Feel gravity doing some work here. And feel like your hands are really levering that belly onto the top of the thighs. You can gaze through your legs. Tip the weight in your body ever so slightly further forward so there's more weight in your toes. Tiny micro movement that just helps open up the hamstrings. Inhale, hands to hips. Root through the feet to rise up, uncurling the spine. Head comes up last. We're going to move into our sun salutations now to warm up even more. So take the feet hip width apart. Soft bend in the knees as before. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, reach arms up overhead, palms touch, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the shins or the mat. Inhale to the half lift, flat back. Exhale, step right foot back, drop the back knee. Inhale, swoop hands up overhead, palms touch, look up. Exhale, come all the way down, step back and lower the belly down onto the mat. Point the toes. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, just float the hands, hover them off the ground, baby cobra. Exhale, release everything down. Inhale, tuck the toes, push through your plank. Exhale, bum back into downward facing dog. Inhale that right foot forward, drop the back knee, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, come all the way down through your plank, lower chaturanga if you can. Point the toes, inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, maybe a little more of the chest peels up. Exhale, release the head to the mat. Inhale, push up through your plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. We're going to hold here this time. Take any minute adjustments with those feet to feel really stable through those legs. Let those hips really float up into the sky as your heels descend down towards the ground. Breathe here. Inhale, look at the hands, walk or jump the feet to them. Take the half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands down by the side, other side. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale to the half lift. Exhale, left foot back, drop left knee. Inhale, swoop hands up overhead, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands come back down, step back to your plank, lower all the way down. Point the toes, inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, maybe a slightly deeper cobra here. See how your back feels. Exhale, release the head down. Inhale, tuck the toes, push up through your plank option. Exhale, back to downward dog for just a moment. Inhale, left foot steps forward, drop that back knee. Take the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, release the hands down, step back to that plank, lower all the way down. Inhale into your cobra. Point the toes, push the ground away, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, release the head, release everything down. Tuck the toes. Inhale, push up through your plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. We're holding again. Look at those feet. Push through those hamstrings. Really push the ground away with the hands. Claw the fingertips. Feel like there's space between the knuckles and the ground as the fingertips press in towards the mat. This is going to give you stability through the arms rather than dumping into the wrists. Inhale, look at the hands. Walk or jump the feet to meet them, take the half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, push through the feet, uncurl all the way up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to move into our dancer's pose, which is our first balance. We're going to take extended dancer first. So standing with your feet hip width apart, shift all of your weight into your right leg and kick left foot up. Catch a hold of it with left hand. Begin by pushing that foot into the buttock for a nice stretch in the quad. Float right hand up in front of you, palm is facing your hand like you're holding a hand mirror. Index finger and thumb touch. There's a little soft bend in that elbow. Inhale, grow really, really tall through the spine. Exhale, start to tip your weight forward. Floating that back foot up into the sky, pushing it into that hand. Come as far as you can. Shifting that weight to find the balance. There's going to be little micro movements in your standing foot, your standing leg. So it's about that strength and flexibility. Let that back foot float a little higher. If the balance is evading you today, be kind to yourself. Reapproach it. Gaze forward. Imagine those arms spreading away from each other and up higher and higher. Beautiful. Release the hand from that foot. Keep it floating. Bring it all the way through. Keep that foot lifted. Cactus the arms, both fingers and thumbs touch. Take right elbow to left knee, keeping that knee straight out in front for dancing Shiva. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release everything down. Shake that standing foot. And we're going to do the other side. So weight is going to shift into left leg this time. Pick right foot up, grab it with right hand. Push it into the buttock for a nice hip flexor opening. Left hand comes out in front, palm faces our face, finger and thumb touch. Soft bend in that elbow. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, tip forward, slowly shifting that weight forward as you open up that back leg. This is a variation where we allow the chest and the hip to open up. Push that foot into that hand, float it up to the sky. If you lose the balance, come back to it. Maybe a little soft bending standing leg. Keep gazing forward. Tiny little movements in that leg are going to keep you balanced. Keep going. Just going to take a little look. Beautiful, guys. Navasana. Now release that hand. Allow that foot to float through, that knee's coming all the way out in front, foot never touches the ground. Hands, arms cactus, fingers and thumbs touch. Flex the foot and take left elbow to that knee. Dancing Shiva. See how high you can bring that thigh. You're moving the gaze, so the balance has to be in the body rather than in the mind. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release everything. Give standing foot a little shake. Got an option now to try that again, but with the flipped grip if you want to give it a try. If you just want to repeat the same dancer's pose, it's really good practice to repeat our postures because they get better the more we do them and things start warming up. But if you want to give flipped grip a little go, we'll give it a little go. So as before, we're going to start standing on right foot. We're going to pick left leg up and we're going to put our strap around it. We're going to reach our left arm up and back so that our left tricep is shining forward and our left elbow is pointing up into the sky. Now you've got to have a little bit of body awareness here with how much slack you want in that strap. As before, right hand is going to float in front of our face, soft bend in the elbow, finger and thumb touch. Inhale to grow tall, exhale to tip forward. Imagine you're making a really big circle with that foot and that hand, and that strap is connecting the circle. Reach that arm up, reach that foot up. Even if you're quite far upright, just have the tension in the strap, have the balance in that standing leg. I'm going to take a little look, keep gazing forward. Beautiful. We're going to take that back foot all the way back down this time. Just release the strap, take everything down, give standing leg a little shake. And then we're going to do the other side. So this time, we're going to shift weight into left leg and place the strap around right foot, holding onto it with right hand. Take that tricep so it's shining forward, elbow points up to the sky. Left hand comes in front of the face, finger and thumb touch, soft bend in the elbow. Grow tall, inhale deeply, fill up with energy. Exhale, ujjayi breath out the nose, tip the weight forward. Float that foot, float that arm, making a big circle with the body. Keep gazing forward. Tension in that strap. Be strong in that standing leg. Breathe. Focus. Really good, guys. Beautiful dancers poses with this tricky flipped grip. A few more breaths here. See what you can do. Can you lift it a little higher? Can you make that loop a little bigger? And inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, release everything. Give that foot a little kick. And then we're going to step or jump into our wide-legged posture. Feet are going to be 4.5 to 5 feet wide. Our body is going to be pointing at the long edge of our mat. Inhale, grow really, really tall. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. If you have a block or a cushion, you might need to just grab it if you need to bring the ground closer to you. If you have got that block or that cushion, just see where you need to take it to keep that length in the spine. So the more deeply we bend, it's not just that our hands get closer to the ground, they also get closer to being in line with our feet. Wherever you are, allow a little soft bend into those knees. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, ground right hand down into the block or the mat. Float left arm up into the sky. Gazing up at that hand. So as soon as we move the gaze, we add an element of balance. So stabilize the body by drawing the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, reach a little further. Exhale, open up, twisting from the belly. Inhale, reach through those fingertips. Exhale, release everything down. Inhale, take a moment here, neutralise the spine. Exhale, let everything hang for a moment. Inhale, float right hand up into the sky, ground left hand down. Turn the gaze, look up at that hand. Exhale, empty the belly, spinning open. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, push that hand on the ground a little more. Inhale, open up through those fingers. Exhale, release everything back down. Take the block to one side. Bring hands to hips. Inhale, up, curling all the way up to standing. We're going to turn right toes out and float our arms up to shoulder height. Inhale, really reach through those fingertips. And exhale, lean over that right leg. See where right hand comes. Maybe it comes to the shin, the ankle. You might even be able to piano the fingers into the ground. Left hand is floating up into the sky. And again, if we can, we're going to really ground the feet into the mat and turn to gaze up at that hand. Feel the feet pushing into the mat. Feel the quads squeezing to lift the kneecaps. With every exhale, creeping that right hand further down, but without collapsing left shoulder in. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend right knee deeply into our warrior two. Gaze down the middle finger of right hand. Right leg is making a right angle. Hands are drawing away from each other. That left arm might be getting tired now, but just imagine that somebody's lifting you underneath your upper arms and pulling those arms away and back, drawing those shoulders apart, collarbones are opening. Sink the groin down towards the earth. Inhale, hands to hips. Step that back foot in about a foot. Lift that back heel off the ground, pivot, turn the hips. So everything is facing the back end of your mat or the same direction as right foot. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, release back knee all the way down onto the mat. Take left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Palms are pushing in towards each other with equal force. Elbows are stacked on top of each other like one line. Your hands might have moved away from your chest, that's okay. We're going to drive that left elbow into the thigh to really twist from the abdomen and peel our belly off of that thigh and our chest up to meet those hands. Look up past that top elbow. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pick that back knee up off of the mat. Drive through that back heel, just like we did in our downward dogs when we were warming up those calves. Gazing up past that elbow. Shoulders are still backing down away from the ears. Push that elbow, that bottom elbow, into the thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Release that back knee. Take that hand, those hands down, frame the foot. Step that right foot back to meet the left one. We're in this tabletop position. Tuck the toes under. Come up into your high plank. Exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, point the toes, lift the chin, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, release everything back down. Inhale, push up through your plank. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Absorb all the work that we've done on that side. And then release the knees down to the mat. They're coming underneath our hips. And take your hands so that they are directly below your shoulders. We want a little soft bend in the elbows so that we're not locking things out completely, so that our muscles in our arms are squeezing to support our upper body. We're going to pick right knee up off of the floor, left foot, top of the foot comes to the mat. And we're going to inhale, just swing that foot up, pointing the toe. Exhale, we're bringing it in. We're isolating this movement. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, swinging it in, so that the rest of our body is really still. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, pull it in. A few more like this. Inhale, ujjayi breath, loud, noisy breath. Exhale, bring that knee through. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, this time bring the knee through, bring the nose to meet it, round the back. Inhale, float it up, drop the belly, open the chest, look up. Exhale, round, nose to knee. Inhale, foot comes up, belly drops, chest opens, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, float that foot up. Exhale, bring that knee back to a neutral position, hover it off the ground. Inhale, take it out to the side like a dog cocking its leg. Exhale, bring it in, hover. Inhale, out to the side. Imagine there's a teacup on your calf. Keep that foot in line with the knee. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, take it out to the side. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, take it out to the side. Allow the foot to step out and back, straighten the leg. And take left arm out to the side like an aeroplane. So opposite foot and opposite leg are out to the side. Exhale, swing the arm out in front, swing the leg out behind. Inhale, take them out to the side. Exhale, bring them out in front. Inhale, take them out to the side. You can tap the foot if you need to, exhale out in front, or you can keep that leg hovering, foot is flexed for a stronger work. Inhale, out to the side, exhale, out in front. Release everything back down to the mat for a moment. Wag your tail like a dog. Take a moment to let that repetitive movement settle in. We've oiled up those joints really nicely. We're going to pick that right foot back off the ground, point the toe, float it up into the sky. We're going to reach back with left hand, just in the normal catch this time. So the back of the hand is pointing down to the ground. We're going to catch that foot. See how far you come today. If you can, you're going to make some space in the back of that knee, of the lifted leg. You're going to look back at that foot, spin the chest open. Beautiful, guys. This is our bound tiger twist. Hold here. With every exhale, float that foot up. Feel the hand squeezing the foot pushes into the hand with equal force. Feel these little micro movements that give us balance and strength. Exhale, release everything back down. Take that knee down. We're going to sit back on our bum for a moment. Put the hands on the thighs. Take that all in. And grab a hold of your strap. If you want to, we're going to try the flipped grip. If you want to repeat the same tiger catch with the arm this way, then repeat. Come back to your hands and knees position. We're going to take that strap and we're going to put it around that right foot. Now I found that if I double loop it, I get a little bit more grip. So you're almost making like a little stirrup with the strap. And you're going to draw that strap up the back of the body, just like we did in our flipped grip in Dancer. Tricep is shining forward. You're going to be holding with the opposite hand, in fact. So strap is around right foot and you're holding onto it with left hand. Left tricep shining forward. Take right hand back down to the mat. Inhale, float that right foot off the ground. Left arm is reaching up into the sky. Remember that big circle that you're drawing with the strap in your body? You're going to feel the tricep really, firing up here. Feel those glutes pushing that foot up into the sky. Gaze forward and up if you can. Take the flex through the whole of the spine. Ujjayi breath. Exhale deeply to float higher. Inhale one more time here. And exhale, release everything back down. Get rid of that strap. Toes are going to touch. We're coming back into our narrow child's pose. So knees are as wide as our rib cage. Hands walk out in front of us. Release the forehead down to the mat. Inhale, lift the head, tuck the toes, lift the knees. Exhale, walk the hands towards the feet. Hang here for a moment like a ragdoll. Option if you like your forward folds to step on the hands. Toes come to the wrist joints, backs of the hands are on the mat. Countering that back bend. Release the feet, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And we can step or jump back into our wide leg posture. We're going to do that all again on the other side. So feet are 4.5 to 5 feet wide. Inhale, grow nice and tall, hands are on the hips. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Grab a hold of your block if you need to bring the ground closer to you. Ground right hand into the block or the ground. Float left arm up into the sky. Gazing at that left hand. Inhale, reaching through it. Exhale, empty the belly and twist. Inhale, reach a little further. Exhale, take that hand all the way down. Inhale, ground left hand into the ground. Take right hand up into the sky, gazing up at it. Inhale to reach through, squeeze the quads. Exhale, empty the belly, push the ground away, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release everything down. Move your block to one side. Take the hands to the backs of the calves. Inhale, grow nice and tall, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, pull on those calves, maybe on the ankles, maybe on the big toes, peace fingers. Elbows come out to the side, draw the head down to the mat. Let everything hang, shift the body weight forward slightly into those toes. Inhale, hands to hips, little soft bend in the knees, push through those feet, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release all the stale air. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height, turn left feet out this time. Exhale, lean over left leg, see where left hand comes to. Shin, ankle, maybe the ground. Right arm is floating up into the sky. You can gaze up at it for triangle pose. Squeeze those thigh muscles, lift the kneecaps. Push all four corners of feet into the earth. Imagine that pane of glass behind you, aligning the body in one straight line. Gaze up at that hand. On every exhale, see if you can creep left hand down a little further while still pulling right shoulder back and up. Inhale, push through the feet, bring everything back up, keep the arms outspread. Exhale, bend left knee deeply. Check you can still see big toe, otherwise lean the body back, take a wider stance. Gaze down middle finger of that front hand. Really feel those shoulders pulling open, back and down. Exhale, sink the groin closer to the earth. Push little toe back into the mat. Warrior two, find that ferocious tiger gaze down the middle finger. Inhale, take the hands to the hips. Exhale, step that back foot in about a foot. Come up onto the ball of the foot, turn the hips, squaring with the front foot. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, release back knee all the way down to the mat. Inhale, take right elbow to the outside of left knee. Hands are going to push with equal force. Elbows are stacking on top of each other. If those hands have migrated from heart center, that's okay. What we want is this straight line with the elbows, and then we bring the chest to meet it by leathering the elbow into the thigh. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to pick that back knee off of the ground, push through back heel. Empty the belly so you can peel it off of that front thigh whilst you bend more deeply into the front leg. Exhale, release everything back down to the mat. Release hands down, frame that front foot. Step it back, come into your high plank. Exhale, release everything down, chaturanga if you like to. Inhale, point the toes, lift the chin, lift the chest. Baby cobra, maybe a full cobra. See how your back's feeling now, it's nice and warm. Exhale, release everything back down. Inhale, tuck the toes, push through into your high plank. Exhale, bum goes back and up into our downward dog. Hold here for a moment. Then release those knees down. They come directly under the hips. Walk the hands in so they're directly below the shoulders. Release tops of the feet to the mat. Wag your tail from side to side. Little soft bend in the elbows, don't lock them out or hyperextend. Pick left knee up off the ground this time. Isolate everything, and we're going to take those swinging movements. So inhale, point the toe, float it up behind you. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, float it up behind you. Push through the glutes, bend that knee, right angle the leg. Exhale, bring that knee through. It's pushing against your belly. Inhale to bring it up behind you. Exhale, swing it through. Inhale, push it up behind you. Exhale, round the back this time, nose comes to the knee. Inhale, push it up, drop the belly, open the chest, look up. Exhale, nose to knee, curl. Inhale, float the foot, drop the belly, flex. Inhale, nose to knee, push the ground away, curl. Exhale, drop the belly, lift the head, open the chest. Exhale, bring that knee back in, float it, so it's in that neutral position. We're going to take those side movements. Inhale, cock the leg out to the side. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, out to the side, nice flat level calf. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, bring it in. Stabilize that body. Inhale, out to the side. Extend the leg, drop the foot. Opposite hand comes out to the side like an aeroplane. Exhale, swing it out. Arm comes out in front, leg goes out behind. Inhale, swing out to the side. Exhale, everything comes out in one straight line. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, everything in one straight line. Hover that foot if you can. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, everything in one straight line. And release everything back down to that hands and knees position. Take a moment here. And then we're going to go for our straightforward tiger pose. So inhale, Float that left knee up off the ground, point the toe, right angle the leg. Reach back for it with right hand, back of the hand is pointing down. Bend the leg if you need to, fertle about if you need to catch a hold of that foot. And then inhale, push everything up. Exhale, turn and look at that foot. Feel like right foot, the top of right foot is really pushing down into the ground. Everything is strong and stable. Ujjayi breath here. Inhale, grow tall. One last push. Exhale, release everything back down. Sit back on the bum. Hands on the thighs. Just release those wrists for a second. Then get a hold of that strap. Stand on your knees as before. Strap goes around left foot this time. Double loop it if you feel like that stirrup effect helps. I kind of make a little loop like that. And then we're going to hold it with opposite hand. So runs up the length of the back. Tricep is shining forward, elbow is up in the sky. Take your left hand down to the mat. Come onto those knees. Inhale, gaze forward to prepare. Float that back foot up into the sky. Exhale, push that right hand up into the sky. Make that big circle. Grounding the stuff that's on the mat into the ground. Floating the stuff that's up into the sky higher and further apart. If you can, gaze is up and back to really flex that spine. These are looking amazing, guys. Really good. Stay focused, stay with it. One more inhale, reach, reach, reach. And exhale, take everything back down. Release that strap off of that foot. Big toes touch. Knees are as wide as your rib cage. Walk the hands away. Bum sinks back on those feet. Release the head to the mat. Create that little echo chamber. Hear your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, lift the forehead off the mat. Walk the hands towards the body to come upright. And take yourself down into a seated position. If you want to, you can sit on a block if that's what you like to do in these seated postures. We're going to keep left leg extended. We're going to bend right leg. Sole of right foot comes to the inside of left thigh. Grab hold of your strap and place it around the foot of your extended leg. Inhale, grow really tall and pull on the outer edge of that strap, so the strap that's on the outside of the foot, so your left strap, to turn the chest. So it's really pointing in the same direction as that extended leg. Exhale, fold forward, maybe walking the hand a little way down that strap. Bring more of the belly in contact with the thigh. Gaze forward rather than down at the foot. If you bend deeply, you can catch a hold of that foot and push into the top of it with your thumbs. But only if your spine is nice and long. We're in no hurry to get there. Inhale, come all the way back up. You can take that strap to one side. Cross the legs, so left shin is in front of right. Ground the hands down either side of the hips. Draw the belly in. Draw the pelvic floor up. Push the hands into the mat. See if you can, for a second, lift the bum, lift the feet off the mat. Exhale, release everything down. We're going to extend right leg this time. Sole of left foot comes to the thigh. Take the strap, place it around the foot of extended leg. Grow tall, Draw on that right strap, the right hand draws on that strap to turn the chest, turn the belly, point right at that foot. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding, hinging at the hips, belly comes to the thigh. You can walk the hands down the strap, really pull on that foot. Gazing past the foot rather than down at the shin. Have a nice long neck. So maybe tuck the chin in, but you're almost looking up through your eyebrows. If you've got a hold of the foot, push into the top of that foot with your thumbs. Pull it back. Exhale, release whatever you're holding on to. Inhale, come back up. Right shin crosses in front of left this time. Hands come down either side of the hips. Exhale to prepare. Empty the belly. Pull the core muscles in. Draw up on that pelvic floor. Inhale, push the hands into the mat. Exhale, lift the bum, lift the feet. Really draw those shoulders in. And release everything back down. And we're going to come all the way down onto the mat. We're going to lay the full length of our back on the mat. And we're going to take a nice, easy dead bug pose here. So float the feet up so they're just above the hip joints. Nice soft bend in the knees. And float the arms up. Same thing, just above the shoulder blade, shoulder joints. Soft bend in the arms. Hands are just hanging and flopping. Really feel a nice counter bend in the wrists. You put a lot of work into those wrists. Inhale, draw everything in, wrap the hands around the shins like you're hugging yourself like a little ball. We're going to take one more tiny little balancing exercise before we relax. So I want you to roll over onto your left side as much as you can without coming all the way onto your left hand side. So engage your core to put the brakes on. Then inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale over onto the right. So you're coming right onto the right edge of your back, your hips, your shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Slightly faster. Exhale over onto the other side, but don't topple all the way over. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale onto the other side. Squeeze the belly in. How far can you go? Inhale, come back up. Exhale to the left. Squeeze everything. Inhale back. Exhale right. Squeeze everything. How low can you go without toppling over? How can you bring yourself back to center? Exhale. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Nose comes to knee. One last time. Really give those shins a good squeeze. Give yourself a really nice hug here. Maybe even kiss each knee. Well done for an amazing practice. Release everything back down onto the mat. Feet flop out to the corners of the mat. Hands flop out either side of the body. A little bit of space between the arms and the sides of the body. And just wriggle everything out. Have a little fidget. Flick out any stale energy. Let go of that practice. It's gone now. It's done. And let the full weight of the body come to stillness on your mat. We're going to release our Ujjayi breath with 3 cleansing sighs out of the mouth. So inhale deeply and exhale out the mouth, loud sigh. Inhale deeply. Exhale, loud sigh. Inhale. Last one, really loud. And let the lips close. Tuck the chin, lengthen the spine. Release any expression on your face. Release anything that you're holding on to physically, mentally, emotionally. You can park it and just rest here. Very gently now, bring your awareness back into your body. Wriggle fingers and toes. Keep the eyes gently closed. Draw feet so that they're touching. And inhale, reach the arms overhead for a nice full body stretch. Exhale when you're ready, rolling over onto the right hand side into the recovery position. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, collect yourself. With the eyes still softly closed, make your way into an upright, seated position. Take the hands to heart center, tuck the chin. Think about what you can take from this practice today, what you can leave that doesn't serve you. All those little micro movements that help us stay strong and supple, flexible and resilient. Blink the eyes open. Namaste, everybody.